There is the story of Ulysses, a Greek hero, coming to the island where lived the Sirens. Siren in Greek mythology was a creature, half bird and half woman, who lured sailors to destruction by the sweetness of her song. Many sailors had perished on hearing the siren's song, for its beauty made them lose their senses, and they would plunge into the sea to try and reach the island, losing their lives in the wine dark water. Or sailing their boats towards the sound, they would be dashed on the rocks surrounding the island, their boats destroyed, and their bones joining those of many others laying there at the feet of the sirens. However, the Greek hero Ulysses wanted to hear this song and survive. So he got himself tied to the mast and ordered his men to stop their ears with wax in order to prevent them from hearing anything. They were forbidden to respond to him in the madness that would descend on him as he listens to the siren's song, and to keep rowing. As they approached the island, Ulysses went mad at the sound of the singing, but his men kept to their pact, ignoring his ravings to be untied or to steer the ship to the island. On passing the island, he returned to his senses, and Ulysses became the first man to have heard the song of the sirens and lived to tell the tale. Hence, a Ulysses contract or Ulysses pact is one where we make an agreement with another or ourselves to stand for our integrity by holding us true to our intention and word. In today's day and age, psychologists call Ulysses contract as a commitment device. Sometimes success is less about making good habits easy and more about making bad habits hard. A commitment device is a choice you make in the present that controls your actions in the future. It is a way to lock in future behavior, bind you to good habits, and restrict you from bad ones. There are many ways to create a commitment device for anything, but here I will give you more health-related examples. You can reduce overeating by purchasing food in individual packages rather than in bulk size. This is particularly helpful as bulk size food is often more cost-effective, and therefore our brain associates that with cheaper and plenty. When we purchase things in individual packages, we are more likely to buy less due to its price and will consume it more mindfully due to its limited stock. Some athletes who have to drop weight for competition choose to leave their wallets at home during the week before weigh-in, so they won't be tempted to buy fast food. The author James Clear writes in his book, "Whenever I'm looking to cut calories, for example, I will ask the waiter to split my meal and box half of it to go before the meal is even served. If I wait until the meal came out and told myself, I'll just eat half, it would never work." Involving others into a commitment device or Ulysses contract is also a great idea. For example, you can find a gym buddy and assign days to work out together. This way, skipping a workout becomes more difficult as you don't want to let your gym partner down. If you're feeling motivated to get in shape, schedule a yoga session and pay ahead of time. Even using apps like MyFitnessPal that help you keep track of your calories is great. You can plan your day of what you're going to be eating the next day and log it all in the day before. This way you can spend all your calories in whatever food you crave and still eat within the limits of your caloric intake. Commitment devices increase the odds that you'll do the right thing in the future by making bad habits difficult in the present. The best way to break a bad habit is to make it impractical to do. Increase the friction until you don't even have the option to act. Another example of commitment device is the story of Victor Hugo. In the summer of 1830, Victor Hugo was facing an impossible deadline. 12 months earlier, the French author had promised his publisher a new book. But instead of writing, he spent that year pursuing other projects, entertaining guests, and delaying his work. Frustrated, Hugo's publisher responded by setting a deadline less than 6 months away. The book had to be finished by February 1831. Hugo concocted a strange plan to beat his procrastination. He collected all of his clothes and asked an assistant to lock them away in a large chest. He was left with nothing to wear except a large shawl. Lacking any suitable clothing to go outdoors, he remained in his study and wrote furiously during the fall and winter of 1830. His book, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, was published 2 weeks early on January 14, 1831. When Victor Hugo shut his clothes away so he could focus on writing, he was creating a commitment device. Commitment devices can be used in all areas in your life. For example, to improve sleeping habits of all family, you can purchase an outlet timer, which is an adapter that gets plugged in between the internet router and the power outlet. At 10 p.m. each night, the outlet timer cuts off the power to the router. When the internet goes off, everyone knows it is time to go to bed. If you have gambling habit, you can voluntarily ask to be added to the banned list. At casinos and online poker sites, to prevent future gambling sprees. If you're excited about the business you want to start, email an entrepreneur you respect and set up a consulting call. When the time comes to act, the only way to bail out is to cancel the meeting, which requires effort and may cost money. Commitment devices are useful because they enable you to take advantage of good intentions before you can fall victim to temptation. The key is to change the task such that it requires more work to get out of the good habit than to get started on it. By utilizing commitment devices, you can create an environment of an unavoidable space where good habits are not just an outcome you hope for, but an outcome that is virtually guaranteed. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, comment and share. I will be making further videos on self-improvement, so don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.